I think today's about moving forward. Um, certainly we've very pleased with the way we finished the bowl game and all of that, but we've been really turning the page, and that's kind of why we wanted to get together today. I think probably the first thing to start with is congratulations to Ron Roberts, man. Well deserved opportunity. I think we all witnessed our improvement on that side of the ball, and certainly for him to go start a venture with a guy that he has a great relationship with. He and Dave have been friends and partners, and in this football profession for a long time. I thought it was a unique opportunity and one that he's deserving. The guy's done about every job: Division II, FCS, Group of Five. Um, for him and his family to get a chance to go compete at that Power Five level, what a great opportunity. So we're excited for Ron. Certainly, you guys are well aware of the information that's out there. I can't comment on that situation publicly because of HR reasons and all that. But we're excited about Ron and his move, and certainly feel good about where we're headed there. So, our team is turning the page. We've been back at it here. We gave the guys about 3 weeks off. Our guys are officially going to start on Monday. And this time of the year is really about establishing expectations, whether that's classroom expectations, whether that's training table, whether that's how we treat people on campus or around the facility. All the little accountability systems that we have in place. It's about measuring body composition and starting over. It's about doing it our way. And that's one of the things that I think we have more and more conviction about. And, I think 2018 and 2019 give us conviction about our process and validation in terms of the way we do things here. So, we believe in earning it, and you got to start over. This college football dynamic is each individual team has its own problems, its own battles, pros, cons, strengths, weaknesses, whatever you want to call them. And certainly this team will be that type of team. So new voices, new leadership roles, new group of rookies, and we'll start our first phase of 8 on Monday, which we call Foundation. It'll be a little shorter this week because of the later bowl game. Really be a 2-week process there. 6 lifts, 8 team runs, and a lot of discipline and detail. Really starting from scratch there. Going back to the basics when it comes to trust, communication. The small details that we're having conversations about and establishing right now will be the same ones that we're talking about in November and December. It's about habits. It's about creating a routine, being committed and accountable to that. You got to go, start over and not assume anything. What, how, why, and that's where we're at. So I think it's important that we all understand that the opponents that we will play next year are beginning their off-season programs as well. And it's going to be about how well we execute our plan. I think we got to always begin with an ending in mind. And certainly that's where we're at. So the big challenge for our team, our staff, for our fans, for our students, for administration, anybody that is involved with our program is, this has got to be about momentum. It cannot be about contentment, and I think that's the big message here is we have momentum and we can't allow contentment to creep in. There's another level out there. There's more to accomplish, and that's exactly what we intend to do. So we're turning the page on Monday, and our guys are excited about the challenges in front of us here.
How do you realize momentum for defense when there is a change? And knowing what you just said about that, in general, how important is continuity considering how successful they were last season?
Yeah, no, I think that's one of the things that is a real positive about what we have here. We have a great group of players that are, gain valuable experience that were a big part of that turnaround, and certainly the ability to keep the staff intact for the most part there is going to be important for us. So, I think we've developed a little bit of an identity there, and keeping those things in place is important. So, um, you know, whether we had all assistants back or not, I think we'll quality control the things that are really good for us, the things that gave us problems or issues. And each team's a little different, right? I think you got to cater your plan around who you play, what players you have, and certainly who you think you can develop. So it's all a very much a work in progress. And, you know, certainly we have experience, and that's exactly what it is. It's experience, and it's not going to do anything for us in the future except for provide valuable lessons. So um, we're confident in the group that we have coming back and look forward to it. We lost one assistant last year, and certainly thought, that we did well there and how we approached that. So it's all perspective, man, and it's how you view it, and we view it as an opportunity, and certainly going to take that approach.
How much of the system was a coordinator's plan, and how much of it was, spread out in, give and take among the staff? And
Mm-hmm.
how easy is it, if it is a coordinator's plan, to copy something that's been done when it's not kind of like your plan per se, or am I
Yeah.
oversimplifying?
No, I think that's a hard question to answer, is what I would say. I think that, we Ron's, can't say enough about him. I mean, for me, obviously being the first time head coach and Ron having his experience was very valuable, you know. So I think that one thing Ron has done over the years is he's done a great job of developing young coaches, and that's well documented. Um, so I think he did a really good job of coaching the coaches, of really trying, and all of those guys benefited from that and improved from that. But I think as a team, we've got a formula, and I think Ron did a good job of making it his own and finding a way to fit that with our formula. So we'll continue to do the same thing in the future. I think one thing we're going to do is we're going to let people do their job. And um, I'm excited to kind of see where we head from here. I'm fully confident in the moves we've made, and excited to watch those guys work and put their own stamp on it.
At this point, do you anticipate losing any other assistants? And then I got three housekeeping things if you want me to get you follow
No,
up.
the job, it's that time of the year. So I mean, it'll be another couple of months. I always say when we get back from signing day after that 5 day break and we start identity program, I'm gonna be an angry man if somebody leaves after that. So between now and then, we're just keep working and evaluating each situation.
Three housekeeping things. One is, did Zion have his surgery, and any other surgeries? Anybody you anticipate not being back besides maybe Brendan Johnson? And then at this point, it might be early, any anticipated position changes going into spring?
Man, that's a lot. Um, I do think
Bring
there'll
up what
be,
you want.
yeah. Um, we did have the typical end of year procedures right after the bowl game. I think off the top of my head, Braylon Trahan, Zion Hill, Makai Garner, Jamal Bell. Um, I think that's pretty much it. Um, and then we've got the typical bumps and bruises that come with that time of year that we're resolving as we go. But those guys will all be in rehab mode for a while. So, um, you know, I don't think it'd be position changes. Masri, Maypew, and Tamaji Porter will be moving the offensive line. Um, And I think that's pretty much it right now. So we're, you know, we'll evaluate all that as we go. Certainly, we're getting ready to get started here, and those things change. But off the top of my head, that'll give you something to write about there, I think. So,
Is that,
Any roster losses, though, too deep and/or scholarship guys besides Brendan?
um, not that I, not that I can comment on right now. I think we're in pretty good shape there.
is that more a depth issue or a skill set issue?
I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I think it's really trying to find roles for players. Certainly both have experience doing that in high school. I think we want to find roles. We want to find ways for players to contribute to the team. We feel good about the depth that we've developed and how that's kind of unfolded as the season went. And certainly some of it has to do with the players that we have signed or will sign, and kind of anticipating where we'll need more players, if that makes sense. So I think it'll be a good move for both guys, and I hope it goes well. Tamaji Porter.
Just one thing, sort of looking back, but not, but Dotson, with all the success it seems like he had in the past week and everything, what do you think it is after watching him for 2 years that makes him NFL ready or NFL
Yeah.
potential type guy?
Well, the guy's a very experienced player. I don't know what the number of starts was, but it's approaching 60, I think. So guy's played a lot of football. Um, Therefore, he's had lots of opportunities to develop. Um, Kevin was an exceptional person. The guy's always been very businesslike. He's always been a great guy in the community. He's been a really good student. He's been one of the top 1% of the organization and team in terms of work ethic, leadership. A guy that I think his teammates always look to in critical moments. So I think Kevin's got a lot of intangibles to go along with. He's a big man. The guy's approaching 6'4". He's a 300-pound guy that plays with tremendous power. And he improved in the last 2 years and really took his game to another level. So, I think he's got the makeup of a pro player and someone that, you would hire to do a job at that level. So we're excited for Kevin and hope that, things pan out the way that he wants them to and we want them to.
Couple more for Coach, please.
Do you coach up your quarterback to throw bowls?
Man, I just saw that. Just hope he doesn't get hurt. I'll be finding somebody to talk to him about that. But no, what a great opportunity for Levi to get involved with other sports in the community. Well deserving. We'll find out if he can do it. Hopefully, he'll show up to watch it.
Being lefty, do you think she'll have to?
She might need to adjust. You're exactly right.